Hey everyone, my name is Olt, and welcome back to Gameplay Disclosure, the series where I dissect the gameplay into 10 different aspects to explain if a level has good gameplay or not. Today, we're going to be covering a level named Coloric Road, which is a version 1.3 harder 7-star level created by BlazeJcy. And before we start, I'm just going to warn you, this level isn't that bad, so don't expect me to talk about much in this video. With that out of the way, let's begin the second part of Gameplay Disclosure, covering Coloric Road by BlazeJcy. For the first time in this series, I actually have no complaints for this section. I know, crazy. The only two things that I'm able to mention here are this right side up portal and the time to wait for this upside down portal. However, these two don't carry enough annoyance to be considered bad by my rating system. So, I guess you did a good job, Blaze. The way I feel about Section 2 is almost identical to how I feel about Section 1. The things I can't point out are so minor that mentioning them would be too nitpicky. For example, this part here, as well as the staircase downwards that appears later on, can be considered boring gameplay, but it builds enough tension for that to not be the case. So, yet again, I've got nothing to say here. Again, what can I even point out about this section? This one especially is hard to nitpick because, well, there's just not much to say. You could technically call this blue jump board confusing, since it can confuse newer players, but it's still understandable enough for it not to be bad. Now, you might ask, but Alt, what about those mirror portals? They're disorienting! Which, they're not. They don't impact the gameplay at all and therefore aren't worth mentioning. There's only one section left, so this is probably one of the least interesting gameplay disclosures as of yet. Okay, I can finally actually talk about something bad about this level, even if it isn't much. To start off, this area right here with the orbs spelling out the end is a little too boring for about 4 to 5 seconds, which is good enough to be considered boring gameplay. Another part with the same exact story is this ship. The blue jump pad throws the ship upwards into the bowl section. However, this takes about 3 to 4 seconds, so you could consider this boring gameplay. But aside from that, this level is almost flawless when we look at the gameplay quality, purely because there isn't much that could be improved on. So, congrats to you, Blaze, for making an almost perfect level. Even though this gameplay disclosure was very boring, to say the least, I still hope you like this video and possibly learn something from it. And don't worry, the next one will be coming soon and probably will be a little more exciting. I'm probably not going to take as long as I did with the last one. This level was randomly generated by the GD browser and chosen by people on the GD wiki. So that's why I did this one next. Anyway, I hope you all enjoyed. This has been Alternativity, and I'll see you all in the next gameplay disclosure.